your one-stop destination for learning English, for enhancing your vocabulary and definitely improving your speaking and writing skills. And for the new subscribers, let me introduce myself. I'm Kakuli, your guide and mentor in this journey of English. And I am also a teacher by profession with over 12 years of experience. Not only that, I'm also a regular class 12 CBSE board exam. So as you can understand, I will not only be teaching you the chapters, but also I will give you very important tips and tell you the tricks so that you get very good marks in your class 12 CBSE board examination. Though I know you are in 11th, but your ultimate destination is to get very good marks in class 12, isn't it? So we have to prepare for that from now onwards. Okay, so let's begin. And today we are doing the first poem of Hornbill, a photograph by Shirley Tolson. I know many of you feel that, oh, poems are so difficult, they're obscure, but I can guarantee you, view the entire video and you will find this poem to be a very easy poem. I will thrash it out properly. I will tell you all the important questions as well. So let's begin the poem fast. And please, open your books because I will make you underline, I will tell you the figures of speech, so don't miss your books. A photograph by Shirley Tolson. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling. Now, as the poem begins, we see that the poet has found an old photograph of her mother, and that evokes in her a gush of emotions. And why is that? Because her mother is no more alive. She has died over 12 years back, and now suddenly the poet has found an old photograph where the mother was a small young girl of only 12 years and she had gone for some beach holiday. Okay, now as we look at the first line, we see the cardboard shows me how it was. First of all, what does the word cardboard mean? Cardboard refers to that photograph only. आप लोगों ने देखा ही होगा मम्मी के पास, ग्रैंडमदर के पास कोई पुराना सा फोटोग्राफ ना, ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट, वो पेस्टेड ऑन द कार्डबोर्ड, वो कार्डबोर्ड में ऐसे पेस्ट किया हुआ है. सो यहाँ पे जो वर्ड कार्डबोर्ड यूज हुआ है, इट हैज two implications. Number one, simple, it means the photograph. Number two, very important, why has the poet used the word cardboard over here? Because she wants to denote the transience of human life. Very important word. Transience means what? The temporariness of human life. Just as a cardboard is transient, it's temporary, है ना, वो टूट जाता है, वो खराब हो जाता है. Similarly, human life is also temporary and transient. Please remember this word transient. I will use it repeatedly in my explanation. So the poet has found a cardboard, that is a photograph, in which what do we find? When the two girl cousins went paddling. The two girl cousins along with the mother of the poet had gone for paddling. Paddling means, you know, some sport related to sea. You can say swimming or boating or just playing. Okay, so they had gone basically for a sea beach party. Each one holding one of my mother's hand. The mother is standing in the center and she's holding the hands of her two girl cousins. And she the big girl. और इन तीनों में से सबसे बड़ी कौन है? मम्मी. The mother of the author is the eldest of the three girl cousins. Some 12 years or so. And what is the age of the mother? Approximately of 12 years. Okay. And three stood still to smile through their hair. Now they are playing in the beach. They have not come to school, na, ki ekdam they have to tie their hair and put oil and all. They have gone for a sea beach and it must be a windy, breezy day and they were small children running here and there and playing. So their hair is scattered on their face, but still they are smiling towards the camera and getting a nice photo clicked. And who is clicking the photograph? Perhaps an uncle who has accompanied one of the members of the family. A sweet face my mother's, which was before I was born. Obviously, a girl of 12, beautiful, innocent, sweet face of the mother, the poet is saying, and it was before I was born. Obviously, the mother was only 12 years. Now the last two lines, children, very, very important lines, very beautiful to understand and very important from question point of view. And the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. Please underline this phrase, terribly transient feet. I will explain this. Now the poet says, picture में क्या था? तीन बच्चे थे, like in the center, the mother was there. On the other side, the two cousins were holding her hand and standing and they were smiling. और पिक्चर में और क्या था? As we all go to sea beaches, ना वैसे ही पिक्चर लेते हैं कि the waves fall on our feet and we get the photos clicked. So on their feet, the poet could see the waves of the sea. Now the poet says that the sea doesn't change. We all know nature is constant. Sea or the waves or nature doesn't change. It is eternal. It is permanent. But what changes? Human lives. Why? Because it ages and then it goes to the last destination, that is death, as happened to the mother of the poet. So now this part is very important. As I'm telling you, questions will come. That why has the poet used the symbol of sea over here? You have to say the poet has used it as a contrast between what? Number one, permanence of nature with transience of human life, with the temporariness of human life. Nature remains constant, but human life changes and they age and finally they perish, they die. Okay, now let's come to the last three words, terribly transient feet. Very important. First of all, terribly transient, two T words. Okay, so it is alliteration, if we can understand, isn't it? Terribly transient. Transient, we have already explained the meaning. Now T and T, two T sounds, so it is alliteration. Now one more very important figure of speech I will tell you over here, transient feet. Now here children, transient feet is a figure of speech called synecdoche. Okay, what is synecdoche? When a part is used for the full. What does it mean? The poet over uses transient feet. ट्रांजिएंट फीट का क्या मतलब है? सिर्फ पैर ही ट्रांजिएंट है क्या, कि पैर ही एजिंग हो जाता है पैर में और पैर मर जाता है? ऐसा तो है नहीं. सो ट्रांजिएंट इज ओनली अ पार्ट ऑफ signifying the full human existence, human body. So this is synecdoche, where the poet has used the word feet, but actually she wants to symbolize or indicate entire human body or human life. Okay, so this is a very important question, very important figure of speech, synecdoche. Okay, now let's move on to the next part. Now as we move on to the next stanza, we see the poet is talking about a different time period. Okay, which time period? Now let's see. Some 20-30 years later. कहाँ से later? वो जो फोटोग्राफ था जहाँ पे पोएट बहुत पहले की बातें सोच रही थी, जब when her mother had gone for a sea party or sea beach picnic or whatever, when the mother was 12 years of age, उससे 20-30 years later. Okay, so we can approximately understand the age of the mother will be 20-30 years, she is saying. So she would be 32, 35 or 40, means the mother was in her middle age. उस टाइम पे क्या हुआ था? Then her mother was obviously alive and the mother had come across the same photograph. यही फोटोग्राफ जो आज पोएट के हाथ में है, वही फोटोग्राफ मम्मी उनकी एक बार देख रही थी. Okay, her mother was looking at the same photograph. What was her emotions? What was her feelings? Let's see. she would laugh at the snapshot. Okay, she smiled at the snapshot. Why? Because she was very amused. उनके खुद के बचपन के फोटोज देख के उनको बड़ा अच्छा लगा. She was very happy, she was very pleased to see, and she smiled at it, and she said, look at Dolly and Betty, the two cousins who were with her, and how they dressed as. तो उनको बहुत अच्छा लगा पुराने दिनों की फोटोज देख के. वो मेमोरीज ताज़ा हो गए उनके माइंड में. तो शी वॉज वेरी वेरी हैप्पी when she relived those old memories of her childhood days. But one more thing that happened with her, which is also very very important over here. She was also sad to see that photograph. Why? Because she could realize that those beautiful days of childhood, those glorious days of carefreeness, of freedom, of no tension, of happiness were gone forever. So she was a little upset also to realize how time is passing, how time is flowing, and those beautiful days, those happy days of childhood are memories forever. Okay, now let's see. The sea holiday was her past. This is what I told you, isn't it? For the poet's mother, the sea holiday was her past. For me, mine is her laughter. Beautiful line, again important for question. Mine her laughter. Why? Because for the poet, the laughter of the mother was past for her, isn't it? Because the mother is no more alive. So for her, the smile, the laughter, the happiness of the mother is past for the poet. Both rye with labored ease of loss. Please underline, again important for question. Both rye, both very sad. Rye here means sad. With what? With the labored ease of loss. A very interesting line. Please underline labored ease. Now this is again a very interesting figure of speech called oxymoron. What is oxymoron? Oxymoron is a figure of speech when we use two opposite meaning words. जैसे कि यहाँ पे है labored ease. Ease means easy. Labor means hard work. How can easy be hard or hard be easy? This is something that comes to our mind. But what the poet wants to say is, see, it is very difficult to accept such loss. What kind of loss? Loss of our childhood, passage of time, loss of time, and especially loss of our near and dear ones like our parents. But what we have to do, we have to work very hard, give a lot of labor to make it easy in our lives. We have to accept it, we have to take it easily, but that doesn't come very easily. You have to work very hard for it. Okay, so this line means that only that we have to accept these sorrows, but we have to work very hard to accept them. But in our lives, we have no other option. We have to accept the changes of nature, the changes that time brings in our life. We have to accept it easily. So this is what the poet tries to say over here. Now let's move on to the last stanza. Now she is dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. Which girl are we talking about? The girl in the photograph. That is her mother. When the photograph was clicked, her mother was 12 years of age. We have seen that earlier. So now the poet tells us, reveals that the mother, her mother is dead almost 12 years. And of this circumstance, which circumstance are we talking of over here? The death of the mother. And of this circumstance about the death of the mother, there is nothing to say at all. What can you say? We know this is the most bitter and inevitable truth of our lives, that a person who has taken birth, he or she has to die. Okay, so we know death is the most sad, the most cruel, yet the most inevitable thing in our life. So what can we say about it? Nothing. The last line, Its silence silences. Again, very important for question. Children, as you can understand, all the last two lines or one line are very important for your questions. Okay, now let's see what this means. Its silence silences. Here we find personification. Personification का क्या मतलब है? When a non-living object, an inanimate object, is treated as if it is living. Okay, its silence किसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं? Death के बारे में. The silence of death silences us. We all know that death is something that silences everybody, and it is such a sad thing, such a solemn thing, that we have nothing to say at all. And the poet also accepts this calmly. What else could she do? Okay, with this we come to the end of the poem, but I always do, I will quickly tell you the questions so that you can be ready with all the probable questions. First and most important question is, what is the word cardboard denoted over here? You know, why has the poet used the word cardboard? We have already said in the answer. It is a photograph and it denotes the transience of human life. Next, in the first stanza, the most important is the use of the word sea or nature. That again, more or less the similar usage. The poet has used sea over here or nature over here to contrast the permanence of nature with the transience of human life. Third question is the figure of speech, terribly transient feat. Terribly transient is alliteration, and terribly transient feat, if we take all the three things together, it is synecdoche. I have explained. Now in the next stanza, what's the most important question? There can be two questions. First of all, this line, the sea holiday was her past and mine is a laughter. Explain. Okay, I hope all of you can explain. I have explained it. And the last line also is very important. Both rye with labored ease of loss. Okay, the figure of speech can be asked, which is oxymoron, and the explanation also can be asked. Now in the last stanza, from those 3-4 lines that we have, there can be 1 or 2 questions. From here, as many years as that girl lived, which girl, how many years? We know that 12 years, the girl is the mother in the photograph, and then its silence silences. Whose silence? The silence of death. We are talking of the death of the mother, and figure of speech is personification. Okay, so we have done this poem, and I'm sure after viewing this video, after watching the video, you find that the poem is not difficult at all, and do these questions, and I can guarantee you nothing beyond than I have done over here can be asked. Okay, thank you. Subscribe my channel, keep sharing, keep watching, and bye bye.